Hi there. Hope you're doing good. Okay, so for today, I decided I wanted to try doing something with some packing paper that I got a box, and the packing paper was probably around 30 inches long by 24. And so I went upstairs in my loft and I decided to do some jelly printing on the pages, and I cut them in strips because it's a bit too hard to show here. But what I did is I folded the paper. I'll do a demonstration with a smaller sheet of paper, but basically it's on both sides. So just random markings with all earthy tones. And when I went to cut the last piece, because there's 4 pieces, I made a boo-boo. Okay, so I was cutting on the wrong line. So then I said, okay, well, that's no problem. So what I'm going to do is I'll have this piece here. Okay, that'll be left over. I'll either make them into covers or just keep adding to my book. And the rest of this will not go to waste because I will be needing to join these pieces together. So this will make like a fake washi tape. So let me just get organized and we'll get right to it. Okay, so I just moved my camera a little bit further up so I'd have more space here to show you. So this was my, just for example, this is just a, I was printing a recipe and I guess there was a part that missed on one page. So the piece of paper that I had, of packing paper, was really big, so it was like on the long, well, I think it was like 30 and maybe like 24. So I made markings on one side and the other side, and then I folded it in half like this. Okay, so for example, and then I folded it again in half. Here it's going to look small because it's not the same size, but basically it was this. And then I folded it in half here so that I would have all my little marks. And then I folded it again this way and again this way. Okay, so you end up with this type of grid. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, have 4. So I just ripped them all the way to the end. At the beginning, I was just going to rip them from 1 to here, and then from here to there. You can do it where it'll fold all together, but then there's a part that's kind of stuck together, and you don't get to see both sides. So that's why I cut them in strips, and then I'm going to attach them together. So this is where I'm at right now. So I'm just going to redo my folds. Okay, so basically I'm going to take the two ends. Oh. And this time I will crease it with my bone folder. It has some more of a crease. And if you can, hopefully you can see. Okay. I'll do the same thing on the other side. I didn't want the book this big because my paper is a little bit flimsy, but I'm going to do collage on it, so that's okay. It'll thicken up because this is just packing paper. And I just did some jelly printing because jelly printing doesn't require a lot of paint. You don't usually put a lot of paint. So I didn't get this paper too wet. Okay. So now you see I've got all my folds. So my book, even though it's going in the wrong way, sometimes you just have to refold. So you're making an accordion, right? So if you can see, It's like an accordion. So I'm going to do that for all of my papers, and then I will attach, and I'll keep going. So I'm just going to go fold my papers, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I attached my pieces together. So now I have this big long continuous strip. Okay, so this is the piece that I added right here. And I added it with double face tape. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do on the other side. So the same thing here. I just added a piece here to join these together. And so this is how this book looks right now. Okay. Isn't that cool? So it opens up like that. So now I'm going to go on the back side because this is a two-sided book. And let's see where they were joined together. You just see this little strip. So I'm going to add, but I'm going to add it with my glue stick. Okay, there we go. And so I'm going to just rip a piece and fit it in there. Oh, I get a piece of paper. Oopsie. All right. And I'm going to do more collage on these papers because this is way too busy. But and the other one was down here. So I'm going to do the same thing. There. So I keep my glue stick in a little shot glass because I find it doesn't fall and roll all over my desk, which usually falls on the ground. So at least this there. So this is the book now, or how it's looking. And this is, doesn't matter where you want to start, the front, the back. I mean, I've got lots of different marking. So now I'm going to do different collages and mark making, and it's going to make this paper a little sturdier. And so I have, this is what I have left, because that was the one that I was trying to cut, and I cook it. So I have these pieces left, and I'll use it for another collage. But I may make my cover. So now I'm going to find some cardboard. This might work. I'd have to go this way. So I'll have to find a piece of cardboard that I want to attach for my cover and my back. So that's going to be my last step. So for now, I'm just going to try to decide what I want to do in there. And so I'll make that another video because I don't want it to go too long. So this is going to be part 1. So like and share. The more you share, I guess, the more, or like, I guess, the more videos will be going out to other people. Anyway, so this is part 1 of my project today, which is using some packing paper and making a little book, a little artist book. All right, so we'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.